Hi there, and welcome to Earth Echoes with Amber Fields. I am back here today to read another writing by Jason Gray, and this one is the 9th in the Emergence series, and it is titled The Bridge Phase. What happens between collapse and full reconstruction? The liminal state of a world between worlds. December 1st, 2025, 6025, Anno Lucis. Bridge 0, lattice seed. Humanity moves through 3 grand states. The overlay, the artificial world of fear and hierarchy. The bridge, the dissolution of the old and the reassembly of the real. The return, the original world restored. The bridge phase is the most misunderstood because it is not collapse and not reconstruction. It is the moment between exhale and inhale, the 0 point between realities. In ancient mystery schools, this phase was called the Great Between, the Passage, the Liminal Gate, the time of no masters. Modern humanity has no equivalent, but it is coming, and this is what happens inside it. The world becomes strangely normal. Bridge 01, surface calm. The first sign you have entered the bridge phase is not chaos. It is the opposite, a quietness that makes no sense. People describe calm that feels artificially silent, silence beneath the noise. People describe calm that feels artificial, silence beneath the noise, stillness inside formerly chaotic systems, a surreal sense of detachment, the world behaving like it is running on backup power. This is the stabilization field forming after the hierarchy collapse. It is the pause before everything accelerates. People sense something has shifted. Bridge 02, inner knowing. The second sign is intuitive. People cannot articulate it, but they feel that the air is different, that something is happening behind the scenes, that I am not the same, that I feel lighter, that I do not believe the news anymore. Their inner authority awakens before external changes become visible. This is the sovereign field rising. The mind no longer accepts the illusion even before the illusion disappears. Systems still exist but lose their power. Bridge 03, structure ghosts. During the bridge phase, all major systems continue to function. The governments, the banks, the corporations, the schools, the media, and social platforms. They feel hollow. Their influence collapses even while their infrastructure remains. People stop believing, stop obeying, stop fearing, stop responding. The systems become ghosts of themselves. This is the early failure of control mechanics before physical collapse occurs. Synchronicities become the new navigation. Bridge 04, guide signs. As the overlay dissolves, the lattice becomes more active. People experience perfect timing, unexpected encounters, coincidences that feel orchestrated, dreams that guide decisions, signs appearing in impossible ways, and multi-person synchronicities. Navigation shifts from logic to resonance. You are guided by the real instead of the artificial grid. This is how humanity learns to walk again. Emotional fluctuations occur, but without suffering. Bridge 05, wave pass. The emotional body begins recalibrating. People may feel waves of sudden clarity, sudden release, sudden softness, sudden insight, sudden tears, and sudden joy. None of it is painful. None of it is traumatic. The emotional body is reorganizing without the distortion field. These waves settle into stability within days or weeks. Communities begin forming naturally. Bridge 06, cluster. People begin drifting into alignment. Friendships deepen, old connections dissolve. New networks form. This is not socializing. This is energetic clustering. Humans begin sorting themselves into resonance groups. These groups become the scaffolding for the return architecture. Resource flow reorganizes itself. Bridge 07, abundance shift. During the bridge phase, money becomes less relevant. Scarcity becomes unbelievable. Supply spontaneously reorganizes. People share instinctively. Basic needs get met through community, and the fear of lack dissolves. This shift occurs naturally, not through revolution, not through policy, through consciousness. The world stops operating on scarcity because human beings stop resonating with it. Time behaves strangely. Bridge 08, time warp. You experience time dilation, time compression, moments that feel outside time, loops, skips, temporal anomalies, déjà vu waves, and collapsing and expanding timelines. This is not instability. It is the original world bleeding through. Time becomes flexible because consciousness is no longer locked. The Earth's field becomes noticeable. Bridge 09, Gaia return. Nature begins interacting directly with humanity. People feel energy under their feet, shifts in the air, a sense of being watched. Benevolently, weather responding to emotion, and environments feeling alive. This is the Earth's consciousness synchronizing with the human field. It is the first stage of planetary reconvergence. The last layer of the overlay blurs. Bridge 10, veil thinning. During the bridge phase, the illusion loses its sharpness. People begin noticing glitches, visual distortions, Mandela effects, shifts in tone and color, objects seeming more luminous, people looking different without changing, déjà vu becoming directional, and memory clarity increasing. Reality becomes semi-transparent. You begin to see the architecture beneath the world. This is the thinning of the veil. The collective realization. Bridge 11, recognition. The bridge phase ends with a mass moment of recognition, not revelation, not prophecy, not explosion, recognition. A quiet global knowing the world is not what we were told. We are not who we thought we were. We are remembering. Once this happens, the threshold is crossed. The bridge phase closes. The return begins. The signature of the bridge phase. The bridge phase has one unmistakable signature. Old systems still exist, but they no longer define reality. New systems have not yet formed, but their presence is already felt. Humanity exists in two worlds at once, the ghost of the old and the scaffolding of the new. This liminal moment is brief, powerful, beautiful, and unforgettable. The bridge phase is not a crisis. It is a crossing. The world softens. The illusion thins. The systems quiet. The mind expands. The heart clears. The body awakens. The lattice opens. The earth breathes. The real approaches. Civilization does not fall into darkness. It falls through darkness into the world beneath the world. The bridge phase is the final walk between what humanity was and what humanity always was. You will feel it. You will recognize it. You will walk through it, and on the other side is the original world returning. Jason Gray. And I want to mention here that there is some code in that piece, along with a lot of the other emergence writings that Jason does. And so if you would like to read that code, because I don't read all of it, please go to Jason's page on X or Twitter, and you can find that at Living Lattice under Jason Gray. Or you can go to the Friends of Writer Jason Gray Facebook page, and all of these emergence writings are there as well. And I just wanted to say, to finish up this recording, that I think that, to me, it feels like we are in the beginning of that bridge phase, potentially. I, for a while now, have really felt the sovereign field rising and the old world dissolving and crumbling and going into its deconstruction. And for me, there's been this strong release of attention that I've been paying to that old world, the chaotic world, because I don't want to feed it, and I want to create something better and new for future generations. And I think that what Jason writes about there is a beautiful vision for the future. And I know that I have been experiencing time in different ways than I have in the past recently. And I've also had some moments where I feel like maybe I am experiencing some of these glitches that Jason talks about. The other night I was driving into town at nighttime, and off to my right there was what seemed like was a headlight coming in through the window, but when I looked, I was driving in the middle of the forest, and there were no other cars around. And when I looked that way, I thought, oh, maybe there's a car coming on a road that heads towards me, but there was no car and there were no headlights. And so it was this odd flash of light that just flashed, and I thought, oh, headlights. But then when I looked, it wasn't headlights. And I don't know what it was, but there's just been little things like that happening. So I encourage you to pay attention, and I hope you have a beautiful day.